Good evening, everyone. I have returned from another week of military. A very, not a very, but a rather fun week in comparison to the previous ones. In fact, I would say the most goated week so far, and possibly the most goated week we'll ever have in the next weeks. Also, I forgot my charging cable. Which means I also forgot my AirPods. Which also means I can't watch YouTube tonight. Shit. Well, that's not very good. That actually isn't very good. Well, who cares? I probably fall asleep anyways after the first half of a video. Anyway, let me start my Minecraft launcher and also start the server. Because no, I pressed the wrong file. This one. There we go. Right. Also, I have been continuing with the video today. Also, you might be hearing my AC in the background again. I'm very sorry for that, but it's like 32 degrees outside today and yesterday as well. So yeah, I pretty much have to constantly cool, otherwise I'll die in here, most likely. Anyway, today, as we all know, we have some exploding to do. Sadly, Megumin's cat that I had on my keyboard, if you watch the second channel video, which I highly recommend watching because it's a pretty cool video, which I made, has yet again fallen off my keyboard 2 weeks ago, I think, and I never had remembered it or had the time to fix it. So now my keycap is here, but with no cat. So that's kind of ass. Anyway. Why is it off? Anyway. We are going to play on the server today, and I have, as I said, continued with the thumbnail, and if I still have some energy left after the stream, I will most likely try to continue or potentially finish the thumbnail, at least to a point where it's like where you can look at it without dying of either deep friedness or the crazy, absolutely abysmally bad color correction I put on it, because currently it's all very faded. Why is my microphone doing that? Why is it overdriving? Yo, hello. Why the hell is it over? Why is it? What? Where do I have to put my mic that it's so it's not? I am very sorry that my microphone is doing weird shit. Also, thank you very much for the follow. I should I should hire Avelina again to make me some better follower notifications, because the ones of Twitch are pretty, well, mid. Anyway. Also, my transitions don't work anymore. Every time I transition, I have to first click on the game. And that means this cool transition here is just... it's just gonna be transitioning to black, and then when I click on the game, it actually then just pops up, and that looks kind of bad. Anyway, I should also start streaming on Kick again, but my internet and my OBS are neither are following me on that idea. Anyway, anyway. I will be continuing to break and build TNT dupers. I know I'd rather be doing other stuff, potentially. I don't know if I rather would be doing other stuff. There's probably better stuff to do on a stream than building TNT dupers. That's for sure. Spotify is doing weird stuff again. Also, I'm probably gonna jinx it with that, but there was like crazy. Today when I drove home from military, was the first time in, I think, over a month that I've heard a Spotify advertisement. At least while driving. I don't know if I've had any in the streams. I think I did. Thank you very much. Thank you. I am... oh, Hannah. No, what's it doing? What the hell? Okay, I think my mouse is empty. I predicted this would happen. Not locked in enough. There we go. Did I grab that? I think I grabbed that. No. Oh well. I'm really bad at this. Also, why? Oh yeah, my armor is breaking. Pretty well. It's pretty, bro. Rip. Why is there a fish? Also, where did the TNT go? Oh, it's also down there. Okay. No thank you. I have to tell this. Why is there so many fish? What? Where are they? Oh shit. How did that happen? Okay, this... We're 10 minutes into the stream. And that was like the craziest combo of events I've had. Since Stone Age, the good old times. Ah, well, my water bucket's still here. Okay, so that was just ping. And yeah, again, first of all, I have to tell Lampus that the counter has to go 1 up. And no, I do not want to look at your artwork. But thank you very much. For advertising your services in my stream. Yes. Alright, all the fish have despawned. That is extremely interesting, I have to admit. That is very interesting. So, now I have to, what do I have to? Holy hell, why is it over? Is it because of the AC? Let me turn off my AC. Okay, now it's overdriving, right? Now it's not overdriving? Is it actually? No. Well, it doesn't really help, but it is partially because of the AC, I think, and because of partially, yes, very much. For some reason, the audio levels go higher up the longer I speak, which is really weird, because I can speak in like a constant loudness, but then I do a little break in between and say something, and it gets like really loud, like right now when I make a pause and then say something and then say something. I don't know, it's weird. It's extremely weird. Anyway, I have my 2 observers, redstone, TNT pistons, and that's pretty much everything I need, so I can now go back up. Alright, then next duper. So I always placed the I think this distance is like not too bad. It's like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is always where like this pillar goes. Sadly, I have already forgotten how this freaking TNT duper actually works. This one here. Yeah, this one. It's not this one. It's this one. It's the tutorial that doesn't lag. Yes, it's this one. Okay, so this block here has a piston on it. Which is effectively impossible without having blocks there. So there's a piston on this and this block. There's 1, 2, 3 in between. And there's an observer observing something that we do not know. And then there is a TNT here. Then this is no more, and then we have this and this and this and this, and then on the other side we have a block right there. We have one on the server and one further over, and then we have redstone on all this, and then we make server clock. Bruh. That's the wrong way around. Perfect. Well, I think that's enough. I was wondering something. Say I do not have any wood or stone. Bruh. Well. I also don't have a switch or anything. But what if? Wait, let's do it let's do it in another way. Let's put an observer here, and if there is a block change in front of the observer, oh, this is very good to know. Which means we can manually activate this thing. Well, shit. Can I do this? Freaking hell, why can I not MLG? I got the piston, I got the observers, I got the TNT, so we're good to go. I can sleep, maybe. Good. Great, even. Anyway. This gives me some new opportunities. Maybe I should build like a lever or something, which I do like once in a lifetime, and thus do not know how to actually even make one. Do I have sticks anywhere? I do. Good. I should really put like mending on this. Well, I do have to re-enchant these entirely as well. Which is like not great. But I guess it has to be done. Also, I can farm some potatoes. That wasn't grown, I think. Perfect. Now, there's some more potatoes. Good. Perfect. Now, we go back up. And we rebuilt the TNT duper again. It went pretty quickly this time. I think it was like pretty good. Pretty decent. Solid. Very solid. If we can continue in like this fashion, we should be done with this in like 3 weeks. It took me more than 10 minutes to do this. Well, it would probably take me about 10 hours to dig this out by hand. But yeah. Anyways, also I do not know what happened here. That's because of stray TNT that flew over. This should stop happening pretty soon, because we're getting to a point where if TNT flies too far over, like it did here potentially, well, it did happen, don't know where exactly, but we don't want to blow up everything outside of this. I only want to blow up everything that is straight down below, so we only blow up that and not other random shit. How do I even get up there? I have to literally fly. All right, great. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Good, we put this, put this, take this, put this, 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 this. That should be it. What the fuck? I built it correctly. Does it have to be powered via observer? Does it like literally need an observer here? Huh? Why are we not functioning? Holy mother of MLG. What is happening to me? And why can I not MLG? It's probably because I have not MLG'd in too long. But this is correct, is it not? This is so correct. Yeah, this is like totally correct. Uh-oh. I'm trying to break the duper. No, not really. Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good. So we have to do like one last duper, and then this row is like finished until over here at least, and then at some point we have to like remove parts of this mountain by hand, because I do not want to build a duper just to remove the mountain, even though that would most likely be faster. Actually, I'm not sure if it would be faster, but it could be faster. I don't know. How would I know, right? What I do know, though, is that if I build another duper there, and then we have this cleared out to like a few blocks next to this, which in my opinion is pretty solid, and that would be great. And it's also pretty solid that I could retrieve all the blocks that are needed to build another one. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in between. 5 in between. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We build piston, piston, TNT, blocks, server, block, 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 slab, block, 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 server, remove block, should not have removed said block there. Move this block. Add redstone. Add another one. Add lever. Great. So we have everything cleared out until relatively closely to this, which is pretty darn good. Also, it means we can now start with a little bit of mathematics. I am just kidding. We don't actually have to do any math, because this here is basically going to be a pretty much perfect grid, and that is relatively easy to math out if you think about it. I am always failing the MLGs. Oh, free iron. So I have 17 stone. Even this one, I even failed this one. That's actually crazy. Good. Good. So we go back up, and then we remove everything, and I build the next row. That was very stupid, and also I did not think I would die of this. And also I ran out of rockets. So we have to do a little bit of a journey in the wrong direction. Obviously, first get a little bit of height here. I am about 100% sure that I cannot make it to Dan's base. I don't know, that works just fine. Anyways, why is this growing so slowly? Three, bro, that's like 3 paper. I dislike this. Where do we have this thing? Man, that is actually only 3 paper. He doesn't by any means have any gunpowder. He's mending. He does have gunpowder. I'm gonna quickly... I'm gonna... just... permanently borrow this. So, we've built this on this block. So now we're going to build it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 further up front. And I am actually going to blow it up exactly right in this corner because I can. And yes, that's basically it. It is... I am 99% sure that it is not going to cross this line any further than than we really need. I mean, yes, This stuff around here, like dirt, is going to probably blow up outside of there a bit, but I can live with that. If that means I can have my nice grid of stuff here. All right. Where is my switch? I'm in the lever. I don't have a lever anymore. Isn't there an easier way to do this? You're just giving it full auto now. Good. Very nice. We're making progress, guys. We're definitely finishing like this first quarter today, which is most likely the way I'm going to tackle this. It's probably going to be quarter by quarter, and then I really need to get myself a beacon. Before I can get into like cleaning up the entire thing. Oh my god. Like, we need a beacon for this. I cannot clear out these walls here. Like, I mean, I have to make this radius up here perfectly down here as well. So that's like pretty ass. Also, I have no idea how I'm effectively going to do that. I probably have to get myself the coordinate of this bottom layer here, and then dig down for like sections of the circle. Just dig down all the way, and then by doing that, basically making the contours of the inner of the circle, which in fact means I well, it means I need a lot of time. I mean, a square or like a hexagon would have done as well, but the circle is like, in Minecraft, I would say the master class. Then we have the issue that this hole is not deep enough. That's what she said, I guess. But what I'm trying to say is this hole, this bottom layer there that I'm looking at, which we currently cannot see because it is quite far down, but I can demonstrate this. We have coordinate 76, which is a pretty cool number. It's like the number that is always in my name when there is a number and it's not 69, then it's 76. There is backstory to that as well that I've told like countless of times. Anyway, thing is, that coordinate 76 is significantly greater than... No! How far the hell do you want to fly down? There's no way I can fish this, right? What the hell? Okay, there is no way that worked. That was like a giga move. That was a crazy move, guys. I did not think that would work. Now I forgot to count. We were in this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We should probably not be blowing this up, to be honest. Not here, because we're already like very much in not so great territory anymore. The next one, however, would leave quite an edge open here. So I'm thinking 3 over to like fix that and then build a flying machine here. With no, it's not a flying machine, I'm stupid. So it's gonna be like this. Ah, that should work. And that does work. Oh my god, I lured him in there. Accidentally. Oh my god, now he'll blow up. I think I should unlock full auto again. Perfect. Now, I don't know, I guess I can do those 2 rows. Ew. Oh, my internet's just right now doing pretty weird shit. I dislike that. Come on, fix yourself. You're dropping too many frames. Ooh, I hate that. I hate it when it says it drops frames. Also, I'm running out of freaking blocks. I think it... What the hell? Freaking hell. We dropped 3,500. 3,500 frames. That's about 3,500 more than I would like to drop. There we go, we have enough blocks ready again to do another few flying machines. It's not flying machines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. I am locked in enough to have built the last 3 or 4 of those TNT dupers without any faults. Luckily, I might be going a bit too fast. I am. All right. I never really go when I want to switch. I never really go. I never really know when I should switch to like full auto mode. Now might be a good time. Full auto initiated. What the hell happened here, by the way? Why did they not blow that entire thing up? Oh, it's doing it. I mean, mathematically speaking, this should have technically worked. Oh! Well, it's not going to hit any of the other blocks here, so might as well stop. I don't know, this might be because of the like, they're not in like one plane, they're like moved a bit. Also, can you see my my arm to hand contrast in color on camera? I think you can. We've been outside in the craziest sun for like hours, like pretty much the entire day, except when we're driving, obviously. And we always wear a long sleeve, like kind of a jacket, I guess. And we're usually not allowed to like not wear it unless we're inside of a building, inside of a vehicle, or doing sport sometimes. So we basically ran around or sit around with crazy hot clothes. That's or not crazy hot, but it's pretty warm in them, obviously. The entire day, and then it's also like crazy warm, and then we also I didn't put on any sunscreen. And that is also a thing. I could have done it, but I didn't. Can I fish that? What the hell? Where did that go? I don't know if I grabbed that or not. Well. Let's build over again. Let's go. Is it doing well? It's doing pretty well here. Pretty well. This stuff in the middle here is going to be actually cancer to remove. I already know. Also, what I don't know is how in good heavens I am supposed to like dig the entire hole down like enough, like far enough to reach the level of the sea, actually significantly below that level. Actually, we should dig down to like level 30 or something, because I do want to add that galaxy floor to this thing. And galaxy floor only works if I can go so far down that I can build the galaxy floor and then still be below sea level. So we're like about 45 to 50 blocks too high, I think, or maybe like 40, 50 blocks too high with this. So we'd need to go down. Wait, what level are we on here? 155 to 75, so we can blow up about 80 blocks far down. So we'd have to move the entire thing below the level of this, because that is 139, which is only 16 blocks further down. So we'd have to go the same amount that we're above ground, below ground, and then build all the freaking TNT dupers again. And as you know, I'm not a big fan of that idea. No! Now I have to go down there and find that freaking thing. MLG. Okay, now it's actually ungodly. Like, you... Oh shit. Now I didn't mean to do that. I actually wanted to just MLG to the side, but then I accidentally started fly. This guy, I cannot. I should actually probably take some of that with me. And I should probably not go through here, but rather through here. Alrighty, so basically we're on a pretty good path to getting the first quarter of the circle done, which is, as I said, it's going to take a long time. I did not think it would take this long, as mainly because of shit like what's happening now. Now, of course, I ran out of freaking paper. Alright, we're going to do some MLGing down here. Parkour MLG. Where is the piston? Well, it does look pretty crazy down here, I have to admit. One of the crazier things I've attempted. The craziest thing was probably building the entirety of the quartz island that I built on WTH Craft. That was actually devious. The funniest thing is, nobody ever really even questioned my sanity of trying to transform a single entire island into another biome, which is pretty crazy. Also, what's pretty crazy is I had this idea from this same German YouTuber that I have like at least half of my ideas from. I'm not trying to copy him, despite the hand cam also being his idea, or well, I did kind of get that idea from him. Anyway, the thing is, the island that I transformed back then was so massive that it was practically impossible to do this. And then the floating end rods. I don't even know if I did all the water. I think I left the water on the island just be water and didn't replace it with like no, I did do some. I did turn some of the holes into like with the glass, like nebula looking type stuff. Why did that drop too? Did I remove the water too slow? I did. So anyways, I started blasting. Also, I don't even know if we still have a world copy of that. I'm like pretty sure we do. Because it's like it was the OG server. It's like everyone that's been there is like one of the OGs. Like the OGs of the OGs. All right. I think it's done. This is getting somewhere. I don't know why it's sometimes leaving so much stone up here just entirely intact. Kind of have no idea. I have literally no idea, but it probably has a reason. I don't know. So we're probably gonna do like one more and then switch back and continue on the next row, which I have there already. And then see how far we can get into this stream. Because obviously I do not plan on removing the entire, well, the entire hole, because that would probably take me approximately, let me guess, about 8 hours, and I do not plan to be awake at 6 in the morning. Well, it's not like I'm not usually awake at 6 in the morning, but that's because I have to get up at 5:45 in military. So here we did, no, here we did do 6. But I think here we only did 5. Here we did 7. We did 7. A distance of 7. Very interesting. I don't know why and why it worked so well. But it seems... What the hell? All right. Boom. Oh, it's blowing it up so symmetrically. Or well, it has been. I'll hit full auto again. There we go. I think it's blown up. Alright. So this is a lot of stone still left. Well, it's not that much, but it's still a lot of stone left. Why did I just accidentally break that? I did not mean to break that. Yeah, that's a bit crazy. What the hell did I even break? What block? Oh, I broke the... No, I have no idea what I broke. Crazy shit. Absolutely crazy shit. Alright, we only have 8 cobblestobbles, so I need to get more stone. I do have dirt, so that works as well. So you do not have to get more. We're going to continue on this line now, which is here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So it should be here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so this was offset to this by 1, 2 blocks in between. So 1 and 2 blocks in between, so this checks out perfectly well. Yeet, yeet, yeet. Boom. Oh my god, it's Lumpus outro. Let's go. We are making progress. That's perfect. Right. So we have blown that up as well. It actually does do like pretty clean walls. That is crazy. That's also probably like the cleanest wall we have so far. Anyways, I uncovered more cavery. Also, the lineup was apparently pretty damn solid. Pretty damn solid. So, do we have the resources to do another one? No, we do not have the resources to do another one. Well, I mean, the stream time is in fact pretty much over. I should also I want to remove these stones here because I want this to be like uniform a bit at least. Make it look a bit cooler. So we need to investigate down there a tiny bit. Well, I think I know what happened there. I was flying again. Didn't mean to, but I was flying again. Alright, let's go in there. This time I'm just going to fly in. Great. So, we have a cave that is not massive. It's not as big of a cave as I thought it would be, which is actually a pretty good thing, because this could turn into additional work if it was a big cave. So now we just have these things here to, you know, clear out everywhere, and like singular floating blocks of stone. Very, very stupid. So, what we effectively need to do is just blow this stuff up, and well, yeah, that's like it. That's pretty much it. This here also, in fact, does look very, very cool. Why is there so many Endermen? Right, let me get cooked real quick by them. Perfect. Yeah, perfect. I need to get some. These haven't even like started growing over there. I wonder if that's something to do with the simulation distance. Because if stuff isn't being simulated far away enough, it might not. There's no way. If it's not simulated, then it might not grow. That's only a potential. It's like a thought I have. So, does this guy not have any sugarcane in any of his chests? I've never looked at that. He doesn't. How does he not have sugarcane? Also, as far as I know, you can't bone meal that stuff. It's not very nice. No, you can indeed not. I don't know if that was. I think that was in there. He doesn't have anything. Oh, now the sugarcane's growing. Okay. Give me like another one. Perfect. Okay, we're gonna quickly fly over. Sleep, and then I'm probably going to be going off today. I've got to say, I don't have many rockets, but still my point stands. If we get this shit done, and if I get this village there built, this decorated, this entire thing dug out, and a village built up here and a city in there, or also village type, but I want it to be more like, you know, rich people city type shit. If we get all that done, bro, this will be like one of the drippiest bases I've ever built. What I do not know yet, though, is what I want my own base to be, or rather said, like, no, actually, what I want it to be, or where I want it to be exactly, even. I do know we need, like, special buildings for, like, train stations and stuff, because for however long the server is going to be going on, we need to build a train system, which means we need to add a train station, and we need to build train tracks. And I mean, like, good looking train tracks, not just functional but good looking ones as well, not so they look like this garbage that you luckily can't really see, but this wooden bridge that goes almost all the way to the village. Also, we need to finish this lighthouse here. Yeah, the lighthouse. Also, I want it to be a functional lighthouse. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, a lot of stuff to do and so little time. But this is, again, this is the server. This is like the mainstream project when I do not have any challenges to do. If I get time to edit the challenges and get the challenges edited and uploaded and published, hopefully without copyright claims. I need to find new music for the next video as well, which in a very short time I have is going to be pretty hard, because the amount of e-swing, like electronic swing, I think there is already pretty limited, because it's a relatively small genre of music, so it's like there isn't that many songs, and many of the songs aren't quite the right vibe for most videos and situations, so that's why I really dislike that fact that it just stopped working with some songs. Also, the texture pack making song, my signature texture pack making music, is now also copyrighted, and I hate that, because it was an actual banger. And for me, again the same YouTuber that I base so many things on, that I'm desperately trying not to actively copy, did use Spanish, well, trap salsa basically is, I guess, what this type of music is called, in his texture pack music, texture pack making videos, and it fits so well because he made like time lapses, and it was just the most banger music to have going on in the background. Those were simpler times back then, when these videos were still relatively new, when that guy made his first ever challenges and stuff. Back then, if I started with YouTube with the level I am on at this current moment, like with the level of editing and the level of challenges that I'm doing, I would be living a dream on YouTube, I think. Alright. That, imagine being a zombie and spawning in this place here. Bro, this guy actually deserves like a name tag and to not despawn, because that's pretty cool. Can you hold that? I guess you cannot hold that. He can't even hit me. Why can he not? Oh, now he can. Okay, he can only hit me if I'm on the same level as him. Or almost. He had a carrot on him. He was a special dude. I shall eat his carrot. Great, so I guess I'll continue with the explosions next Saturday, if, and that will be very likely, I don't have to stay the weekend in military, which I really hope I do not have to ever do. At least not in the next few weeks, because I really don't wanna do that at all. So anyway, what I have planned right now is to finish the thumbnail. This week's goal is finishing the thumbnail, and then next week, and I'll try to log in for like an hour or two and try to edit, because, well, this week I will probably not get to editing anymore. Tomorrow I do intend to do a little write-out alone, most likely. Just a little cruising, nothing too crazy, and a bit of gaming, and potentially some stuff for the second channel as well. And if anything changes in my very theoretical time plan, I might get to do some editing, but I do not think very much that will happen. Anyway, I thank you all for having been here, and I will see myself out until next week, when I again will put the word military into the title of my stream, so it gets caught by the YouTube algorithm and for some reason presented to multiple thousand people, or at least multiple hundred people, multiple hundreds of people, because for some reason every time I put the word military in my stream titles, the streams get viewed a lot more than other streams. But it seems as last week, because the streams were a bit glitched, that might not have worked that well. And this week it might not work as well either, because we have a bracket inside of the word, so it might not recognize it as this word and thus not push it. I don't know why military in the title of a Minecraft stream replay at that is making the streams get pushed this much. Anyway, that will be it for today, and I guess I'll see everyone next week, and I will sadly not be able to present the thumbnail yet, which will hopefully be a banger. I'm working on it, and it's looking pretty mid. It's like one of those mid thumbnails that I'm making currently. Often with the thumbnails, usually I'm like very, or at least relatively sure of the composition of the thumbnail, how I want to do it, at least inside of the Blender part of the thumbnail, like the composition of the characters, the angles, the items that we have in the scene, the background. This time, however, the thumbnail looks a bit unusual, and I think that is mainly due to the relatively unusual terrain that I've used, which is sand and a little bit of water. I don't know if the water is throwing the thumbnail off or is making it better. Currently I think it's pretty decent. Without the water it kind of just looks like yellow, not even really sand necessarily, it's just a yellowish beige blob on the floor. Or not a blob, but a plane. And there's a crab with the hats and a mustache on it. And I've added highlights and arrows, all in 3D. Well, not like highlights around the crab. I will have to do those manually again, like the good old days of the POV swap challenge, or the... Which, by the way, looking back on the intro of the POV swap challenge, that intro was... I get why it was like the least viewed challenge video I've made, except for the randomizer challenge, which... The randomizer challenge was actually a goated challenge. The video was actually pretty good too. So it must have been either the title or the thumbnail or the combination of both not being great, and thus not getting that many views, or the YouTube algorithm was just not feeling it that day. But other than that, most of the challenge videos have performed pretty damn well, I would say. Better than I often initially thought, and worse than I hoped. It's always worse than I hope. Well, no, the white challenge I initially thought would actually be pretty like an underperformer, like 50 views maybe. But that is currently, I think, the most viewed challenge video I have. Well, anyways, I'm trying to top that with every new video, and so far it's not happened, which is extremely crazy. So I will have to attempt to create a video for the crab challenge, video. It's the one I'm working on. That has a good title and a good thumbnail. And an absolutely goated intro. The White Challenge intro was actually pretty simple, but it was also really effective because I cut it and edited it in a way that it didn't feel very slow. And there was a lot of visual scenery and scene changes, and I think that is why this video actually performed pretty well. It's because the intro was like very unusual. Not like the hello everyone, today we're going to do a challenge. What is today's challenge? You might be thinking, well, today I cannot jump, but I cannot just not press space. And then I go into a menu and change that. I have no idea how the no jump challenge actually performed this well as well, because the intro, I don't know if it was even good. Anyway, enough about ranting about my own challenge videos and my intros, because I will be continuing on those soon. If only I could edit in military, that would make things so much easier. Literally, like, it would make things so easy that I could freaking, I don't even know. I could just edit for like, I mean, this week we rarely had a lot of time, but yesterday evening we had like an hour or so of free time. And I think, yeah, on Monday we had a lot of free time as well. And yeah, during the drives and shit, there's a lot of time where I could edit, but I can't edit. Or do other stuff for YouTube if I could, but I can't. Anyways, I'll now continue in the thumbnails for like maybe 20, 30, 40 minutes. I want to do 40 minutes max. Absolute maximum. So, goodbye everyone, and have a nice week, and I will see everyone next week, when I'm probably gonna be even more dead ass than I am today, because this was actually not that hard of a week. Except maybe that I did have to do a run, did like a 4 or 5 kilometer run this morning at 10 to 5. Because I ran too slow last week, and well, so I had to do it again, and this time I managed to be fast enough, so at least I don't have to do it again, like next week or the week after next week, I don't know. Anyways, goodbye everyone. Yeet.
when I'm down, she's always beside me. She makes me feel alive, I won't deny. Her love for me is real and kinda suicide-y. She's not the same, she's such a rare type. She's far from plain, at least in my eyes. She said if I cross her, I'll be in a grave or under her type, but yeah, that's still my babe. I love the fact I didn't let her go. She loves the fact that I just let her know. Now we're together, it's a different mode. We getting crazy